Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well, and just like I had promised you in my last video, I'm going to come back shortly with another Indian perfume house. So I'm back with this video, and like I always say, let's start without further ado. So today I'm going to introduce another perfume house which is completely made in India, and it's called Aamod Fragrances. I came to know about this fragrance house just about a few months back, couple of months back actually to be precise, and I got to test 4 of their fragrances, and like I was pretty surprised at the quality of the perfumes. And Aamod Fragrances is a very relatively new company, and they are coming up with newer launches after every few months, and I've got to try out 4 of their fragrances which I liked pretty much, and I've selected for this video. So I'll just go by my fragrance preferences, of course, but let me show you the packaging. Again, packaging is very important to me because this is the festive season, and many times we want to gift our near and dear ones with a good perfume within an affordable range, of course. So these come in handy, and just look at the packaging. Even if you're sending it to another location in another city which is going to go by post or by courier service, there is no chance of this being harmed or being affected in any way during the transit, which happens with perfume bottles. This is the outer box, and this is the perfume box. So once you open it, again, this is nicely snugly fixed over here, and the perfume is kind of introduced over here along with a brief introduction for the company, which I feel is very helpful, especially for a first time or a new user. And I find this is there in many other perfumes. This little introduction of the perfume, I find this very handy, because many times we just want to go through and what is in this perfume and how it is, so we know what we can expect. So everything is detailed out here. So this is something I really find helpful no matter which perfume company. So let me start introducing the perfumes as per my preference. So the first fragrance that I'm going to talk about is Vibrant Vetiver. I love Vetiver, and this one is really amazing. This is the bottle. This is a 50 ml bottle. It has a wooden cap. A beautiful earthy vetiver. That earthy woody vetiver feel is there, but there's something different, and that is a burst of citrusy freshness, and which is why I like this fragrance that much. And I'll just tell you why this is different, because it has ylang ylang and it has neroli. So the notes primarily have bright citruses. It has neroli, it has ylang ylang, and it has Haitian vetiver. And that neroli, the citruses, so this is a different take, and in my opinion a fresh take on vetiver, which I find very, very appealing. And in my opinion, this is an essentially summer fragrance, but you can use it during the daytime, even in winters, and during the fall season. Why? Because that strong woody earthiness of the vetiver makes for a good companion on a warm winter morning or a fall morning, because not always is it very cold and chilly out there. Sometimes it's balmy and a little warm and all, so that weather you can use this perfectly well. The next fragrance I'm going to introduce is Essence de Royal, and I have spoken to a few who have told me that this is very close to a Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle. Now this is not a duplicate, or this is not a a clone of any kind. This is an original perfume. So yes, there might be resemblances which we find in many other perfumes, so not necessarily they have been made to kind of replicate the other one. So this one has Turkish rose, it has patchouli, it has blackcurrant, cinnamon, cloves, and it has incense and sandalwood. So let's see. Of course, I have sniffed this before and I can tell you it's a beautiful spicy rose, and the spiciness and the rose, they're so balanced. Yeah, and that hint of sandalwood makes it so much more amazing. This is a beautiful, if you are a rose fragrance lover, you will like this, because this is a little, like I said, the hint of spices, and that sandalwood base helps it, you know, balancing out the intensity of the rose. Because many of us, like me, I'm not exactly a rose fragrance lover, but I like rose. I appreciate the fragrance of rose, but the intensity with which some rose perfumes come at me, you know, that kind of gives me a headache. So I like something like this, a rose perfume that has been beautifully balanced out. Another rose perfume that I really like, and I've always said that, is Atomic Rose, because that is like a very watery kind of a rose fragrance, very diluted, and I can almost feel that. And this one too, beautiful, beautiful. The sandalwood kind of becoming a little woody and giving it a lot of depth, and the spices very, very subtle, and the rose in the background, beautiful. You know, the rose was far more stronger when I sprayed it, and with seconds every minute it is getting a little, you know, subtle, subdued, and that is making it more beautiful. Amazing. So there's another rose fragrance, and this was Essence du Royal, which I just explained to you. And the next one that I have here in my hand, is called Champagne du Roses, and this one has two types of roses. This has Turkish rose, and it has damask rose, and it has amber, black musk, and mild spices. So let's check it out. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I have worn this a couple of times, but on my skin it was a bit different, or maybe I didn't pay enough attention. It's beautiful. This is like an expensive rose soap, you know. This is exactly how you would like to smell after a shower. It smells like a whole garden actually. Yeah. Tad bit soapy, and that's making it feel like if you wear this right after a shower, oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Again, the rose intensity has been balanced out beautifully. There's no such headache inducing intensity, and it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous on the skin too. The last fragrance that I have in my hand is called Tropical Voyage, and this, to me, this is the least favorite of all the four. This is the least favorite of mine of all the four. For those people who love fruity flavors, fruity perfumes, this is a must have for them, because it is exactly what it promises, what it says. It gives you exactly what it's mentioned over here. It is mentioned, it has tropical fruits like muskmelon and cucumber and white florals, and it finally goes down to dense amber and white musk. But trust me, you get fruits over here, and serious fruits. So to me, to my nose, I get cucumber and muskmelon, and a hint of white florals. A small hint, the muskmelon has taken it over actually. This is not exactly my favorite, because I don't want to, you know, I don't like to smell like this, and it's very alluring, to be honest. Oh, it's very it's quite alluring. I have not worn this much, just once or twice maybe, that too at home, because I've not gone out wearing this. But it's nice now that I'm sniffing it on this blotter. But uh, I don't know, this is not my favorite zone, so I will not speak much about it, but it is exactly, it has the refreshing cucumber smell and the musk melon smell, you know, it's like, that's very refreshing, maybe on a hot humid day when you want something refreshing and you want to have cucumbers all the time and you want to smell like one as well. Okay, after the first minute when the fruits sparkle, after that the white florals is kind of shining through. I like that. It's kind of balancing out that extra excessive fruity vibe to it. That's nice. But this is a beautiful fragrance for those who love fruits in their perfumes, and not mine. If you ask me which is like a blind buy worthy or which is like a very easily likable one, I would say 3 fragrances of all the 4, Champagne de Roses, Essence de Royale and Vibrant Vetiver, are very likable. Of the 2 rose perfumes, Essence de Royale and Champagne de Roses, can be blind buy worthy. Vibrant Vetiver is suggested advisable for those who like vetiver, who know what is vetiver like, that earthiness, that earthy woodiness. If you like that, then go for Vibrant Vetiver, which is obviously my favorite. And yes, despite being a not so huge fan of rose fragrances, I did like Champagne de Roses and Essence de Royale. Maybe Essence de Royale a little more, because Champagne de Roses has 2 types of roses and Essence de Royale has that hint of spice and sandalwood, which I preferred more because I like that woodiness that comes through the roses. So that's it for my video for today. I hope I brought this amazing Indian fragrance house to you, which you can try. With that, I will end today's video. I hope you liked it. I just loved bringing it to you, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Till then, lots of love.